guys, I'm now 14 weeks and I think by everyone's standards I'm now in my second trimester. Everyone seems to have varying perceptions of whether it's 12, 13 or 14 weeks. So officially in the second trimester now. I've not had a huge deal of pregnancy symptoms this week. My morning sickness and stuff seems to be pretty much going away. I'm not as crazy tired anymore. I'm still a little bit tired, but I mean, I've always been a bit tired, especially without caffeine. So that's pretty much going away. The big ones, there are two big ones, and the first one, as you can probably already see it, I don't have my cheek piercings anymore. I can't figure out if I got them in sort of first or second year college. I have a feeling it was first, and which would make them about 3 years old, but they were incredibly annoying to heal. And no, it was second year college. I remember it was second year because I remember what sewing project I was doing when I had them done. So yeah, they were 2.5 years old or something. And this one started to grow over really badly. I think I mentioned it in last week's video, but in case you didn't see it, like, it's really gross, but if you have lip piercings with flat back sometimes, and even curved ones like balls, sometimes they'll like start to grow over the sort of backing piece, and normally it's not too bad. Normally it just means it's a little bit swollen, but this one started to grow over ridiculously bad to the point that I had like a lump on the inside of my cheek, and it was really horrible. And I tried everything. I tried sort of like leaving it for a little while, cleaning it, like obviously I was always cleaning it, but and then I sort of changed to a way longer stud, and it wasn't helping this one and made this one irritated. So in the end I just had to take them out. It was horrible, but now I just have permanent dimples, scars. You can't actually see the scars or not all too badly, but I still have the dents, but that's alright, it just looks like I have dimples. But so that's the big one, and the other one is it's only started getting bad the last few days, and particularly bad today. It's hip pain. It's nuts. I've always had it a bit when I was sleeping. It's progressively been worse, so I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my hip will kind of be sore or something, and it's mainly because I have to sleep on one side. But or say when I sort of get up in the middle of the night or something like that. But now it's started hitting me throughout the day, and it may be worse because it's getting cold, and I get a bit sort of achy when it's cold, especially in my knees and ankles, but I've never really had it in my hips. But today it was so bad. Like at the moment I'm working from home, and I was just pattern making all day, and I went to do something, either stand, no, I was already standing, and I went to, like, you know, pick up, like lean over the table to pick up something or something like that, and I just moved ever so slightly, and my whole hip just sort of, like, you know, snapped into something and didn't like it, and it was basically so painful that I ended up sort of like grabbing onto the table so I didn't fall over. It was horrible. But they've just been aching all day, and oh, hiccups. I think this might be another pregnancy symptom. I get hiccups all the time. But yeah, no, the painful hips thing is a bit crazy, and obviously, like, it's pretty normal. Oh, that's another minor one I haven't mentioned until now, and again, it's a bit gross. All pregnancy symptoms seem to be a bit gross. I've been, for ages, since sort of very early pregnancy, I've not had blood noses, but if, like, I always blow my nose in the morning. I don't know why, but I have to. And like, there's always blood, always. And today it was insane. It was like I was having a blood nose as I was blowing my nose, but I didn't have a blood nose when I left it. It's so odd. I think it's this side. There must be some kind of like blood vessel thing. I think I read up on it, and I think the theory is that sort of because you have so much more blood flowing around your body, something goes wrong with your vessels, and sometimes they kind of bust and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's not particularly fun. The main other sort of symptoms I've been having is movement again, to the point where I'm just pretty well sure that it's baby moving, and I've been having sort of like, it's getting to a point that sort of like sometimes you just forget to eat, and like because Anthony works such weird hours and stuff, sometimes I just wait till really late to eat and stuff, and it's not like I'm like starving myself or anything. Like, pretty obviously I'm not starving myself. Basically, if I don't get food every sort of certain amount of hours, my body's just like, you know, in incredible pain. I'll get like incredible stomach pains. I actually attempted to go to a party Friday night, and I mean I was only intending to stay like 2 or 3 hours anyway, but like I had to leave rather desperately after about an hour and 3/4 because my stomach was in so much pain because I hadn't eaten for a while, and it was just like insane. And I thought something was seriously wrong, and then I went home and ate dinner, and then I was fine. And it's just crazy. I also had a bit of a scary week from the doctor's angle. Basically I had my test at 12 weeks. I can't think what it's called, the neural translucency and all that, and I can't remember whether that's I think that's the blood one, but I had the blood test and the ultrasound basically to see whether or not the baby has Down syndrome, or whether it has higher risk of Down syndrome. And I actually forgot to call, like, because there was a public holiday in between and some other stuff, I forgot to call on the actual day that I was, the results would have been due. So I ended up calling sort of maybe a week later, and so I only got the results Thursday, I think. And I mean, it's not the hospital's fault, and it's really annoying, but basically the woman kind of went like, I don't want you to freak out, this doesn't necessarily mean anything, all this kind of stuff. And I kind of went like, yeah, and she went, you have high risk. And obviously I started freaking out because first of all, I wasn't really prepared for it because we're very young and it's pretty uncommon. It's like a 1 in 1,000, like 1,500 babies are born with Down syndrome at our age, like at our age of parenting kind of thing. And yeah, so I just wasn't prepared for it, and yeah, there just wasn't any sort of reason for us to be prepared for it. But yeah, I was really upset and freaking out, and I just didn't, I don't know, you just want a healthy baby kind of thing. And so I was panicking, and she basically said, we'll book you in for an appointment to see the doctor about having an amnio, which is dangerous in itself. There's like a 1 in 800 chance of miscarriage from it, and all this kind of stuff. And so I kind of went like, oh, okay, organised all that and hung up and just burst into tears. Luckily Anthony was here to sort of make me feel a bit better. And freaking out, crying for about 15 minutes, and the hospital gives me a call back and says, I'm so sorry, your doctor has missed out some of your results, and we recalculated your results and you're not high risk anymore. They basically like halved my chance of having a baby born with Down syndrome, and they said you're not high risk anymore. And I kind of went like, oh, so I don't need an amnio anymore? And they went like, no, not unless you really want one. I kind of went like, no, I don't really want one unless I need one. And they went like, well, you don't then. Like, okay. But I don't know, it was just the most kind of scary moment, or one of the most scary moments in the pregnancy so far. The spotting was probably just pretty close in scariness. But yeah, I don't And I'm now on the recall. Like, my hospital and GP are independent of each other, which is kind of annoying, but basically it means that my doctor's gotten a copy of the results and my hospital's gotten a copy of the results. The hospital figured out that they're wrong and gone, don't worry about it, it's fine. The doctor still hasn't realised that her results were wrong and has put me on the recall system for booking an appointment, which I need to do, so that I can tell her that she was wrong, which is kind of annoying. I made a few more purchases this week. Again, most of them are Pokemon toys because Game Traders are still having a sale on Pokemon toys. But anyway, we bought a Togepi, a Charizard, and a Mew. So this baby's going to be like the nerdiest child in the world, but whatever. And there's another one that we bought, and it was actually the day we found out about the baby possibly having Down syndrome, and then finding out that it probably didn't. So I was still a bit sort of like shaken and upset and stuff, and Anthony kind of went, well, buying these toys make you feel better, and I went like, we can buy them if you want to. But we got some more LeMaze toys. These are the first hanging ones we got for like pram and stuff, but they're pretty cute. We got Dee Dee the dragon, which is this pink dragon, which for some reason I've been obsessed with for weeks. And what is it? Spite the dinosaur. I don't know. I just think the LeMaze ones are so cute just because they've got like the crunchy stuff and all the like textures and all that kind of stuff. I just think it's very cool for babies. Yeah. No, apart from that, not a lot else has happened. Oh, I don't have a goddaughter anymore because me and her mother had a huge falling out, and now we're no longer friends, which is great fun and an awesome thing to have to go through when you're pregnant, because it's like losing a child, which is good. But yeah, I suppose I'll see you all next week, and thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like, and yeah.